invoice, I go through it, I say it's going to be $729, and they hand me a check. Okay, a lot of guys would be like, cool, I got my check, I'm out. No way. I'm going to try to get another 5 minutes. And that 5 minutes is going to set up my next visit. So I'd say, okay, Mrs. Jones, you told me you're happy with the job. Is that correct? Yes, that's correct. Would you mind going on to Yelp and giving us a 5-star review? And if you don't think it's 5 stars, is there anything I could do before I leave to make it so? Because what I would like you to do is give me a 5-star review online if you wouldn't mind. But if you don't think the service is 5-star, I'm here right now. I would love to fix that to make sure that you do feel like it was 5-star. If you're behaving the way we talk about every day, you're always going to get 5-star reviews. We had hundreds of 5-star reviews at my carpet and restoration company. And it was almost a given we were going to get 5 stars because we were working the system that we're all working every single day in our morning meetings, right? So they'd say, okay, where could I go? And I would have a sheet. Here's how you go to Yelp. Here's how you go to Google, so forth and so on. Facebook, blah, 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 blah. So I'm leading them down the road. I'm teaching them how to give me a good online review. And then most of you guys probably have a referral rewards program. I'd pull that out and say, we would rather give money back to you and to your friends than to pay for advertising. So we have a referral rewards program. And then, usually the customer gets a 10% of the other person's job if they book over a certain amount of money. So I would explain to them what was in it for them and what was in it for their friend, and then a way for that person to refer us to the friend for a free estimate. So most service companies do something like that. Take that seriously. We talk about how add-on sales are so important. That's a sale too. When you get a new client that you didn't really pay much for because your old client is so happy with you, that's a sale. That's a huge sale, and that's a huge win for the company to get another client that you can make happy and keep for years and years. And then I would start talking about things I saw in the house that maybe weren't really up for an upsell right now, but I knew down the road they were going to be. So I'd start planting a bug in their ear. I'd say, Mrs. Jones, we haven't cleaned your love seat and your sofa in a year and a half. You should be thinking in the next 6 to 12 months to have that done. Price is roughly this, or however your process is, but I would be planting those seeds. When you call the office the next time, you should probably think about having this done. That was a huge win for my company because I'm teaching them what to buy. And we had a sheet with all the different stuff that we did. And I wanted to make sure they knew all of our services. It's so common for you just to be the plumber, or just to be the carpet cleaner, or just to be the water damage guy, or just to be the HVAC guy, or whatever else is that you do. You may have all kinds of services that they need and go elsewhere for with companies that they don't like as much as yours, just because they don't know that you do it. We send them stuff in the mail and all these other things to try to get them to understand that we do these other services, but nothing is better than that face-to-face few minutes that we get at the to teach them that you don't need to go somewhere else to have your tile cleaned. I'm not just a carpet cleaner, I clean tile too. I don't know if you knew that or not. So all of a sudden, you might the next time get a tile job out of that as well, or whatever it is that you do. And then lastly, you're just getting them to like you. You're just getting them to feel good about the interaction with your company. As a technician, your attitude toward the client and the rapport that you build with them is more important than anything else that the company does, because at the end of the day, you're in direct contact with these people. Not the owner of the company a lot of times, not the office. It's you. You're in their home, you're serving them, and you're connecting with them. It was very frustrating for me in many ways as I got to the point in my company where I didn't know most of my clients. I'd never met them. I didn't know their names. And I would walk into a grocery store and they would see the shirt and come up to me and say, "Oh, do you work for Shamrock Cleaning and Restoration?" I'd say, "Yeah, well, in fact, I own it." "No, great. I've been a client for 10 years. Okay. See, I'm relying upon the technicians at that point to make sure that these people feel good about our company, which our technicians were great because we had a morning meeting every day and we talked about it. So anyway, go get good at doing the teach. It only takes 10 minutes, but in many ways, it's the most important 10 minutes of the whole day.